since you most likely only really see the first few attempts, maybe the first few attempts, and then the winning attempt from YouTubers, and then maybe a few in between. I'm gonna show you what like the average attempts look like.
We're not gonna move.
Because yeah, my thing wants to be a little silly. I'm also yap about a few things while I'm doing it, so yapathon incoming. If you don't like hearing my holy yapathons, just leave. If you don't like hearing the holy yapathons. If you do, you can stay.
Once you take the time to learn how to do it.
I guess I should probably start with thanking the 20 people, yep 20,
Go like that,
who have subscribed.
and then you go like that.
Oh damn, okay. Because this has just been you know, making videos of things I like have just been a passion of mine. And I've always wanted to do it. And every single subscriber makes me happy.
It's not even letting me shower.
That brings me ever closer to that goal of making people happy with just me doing random shit in games.
Okay. Showing up.
Okay, wow. You didn't want to start then.
I gotta go.
Alright, so do the exact
No,
same
I
thing
don't.
with all of your
Holy
all of
lag.
your mind.
Yes.
No! Okay, come on. I think I'm gonna hit my head. No. I guess I'll get brain injuries then. And I don't really have a lot else to say about that. So we're gonna get to the more lighthearted things. We're just talking about random shit in different games I can't really record and make videos for.
No, the block part is the hard.
Because the fact I don't have a PC, this is like VR is like one of the few things I can actually make games on. Game videos on, not make games, make videos on. Okay, wow, okay, that just happened. But there's a bunch of games. Okay, what the hell? So if I make it to the end of this attempt, that'd be amazing, but also kind of tanky.
Why are you tilting?
No, okay, cool. And trust me, if I had a PC, there would be a bunch of different games I'd make videos about. Like, you wouldn't believe how many. Actually, you probably could believe, but eh. Come on, damn it. I'm turning up my volume, holy. In one of these games, this game I have recently gotten back into, being Celeste, an amazing 2D platformer that is very difficult. Keep on giving me squash head syndrome, I guess.
Okay.
And I've just been playing this game a lot. So much so that when I started playing again, all I really had done was beaten the base 7 chapters. That's all I had really done and collected a few strawberries. Now I have beaten core, beaten every single puzzle of the on the A sides completed, and completed the first 7 B sides, giving me access to actually play through core B side. And fuck, even on the first screen of the proper part, it's tough. Yeah, there's a reason they have to complete every single B-side in the base game before you get access to this. And it has taken me out. What the hell? It took me literal hours to get a single one done. And easily the hardest was, but surprising absolutely no one if you played Celeste, being 7B. What the hell? I just didn't fall? I had a small lag spike, but I thought I'd fall down like a small teleport downwards, not fall. Cool. Yeah, this is how one of my attempts look like, failing at that part. And honestly, I might take the strat of doing that. But I need to refine that a little bit more since that's the second total time I've done it.
I've already beaten it multiple times, actually.
What is Big Backdrift doing?
Okay, wait, who was the kid?
No,
Like,
grab
I
it.
haven't
And oh
beaten it.
boy. People have skipped. Also, people who wanted 100% Celeste. The only time they would enter assist mode is to go through Chapter 8 and Chapter 8B, because mechanics are just not fun. They are the worst mechanics out of every single
Oh my god, these kids need.
every single chapter, and that includes
I'm staying.
the wind in Chapter 4, which I despise. The hot and cold gimmick, that one's a fun one. The main gimmick I don't really like about Core is the fact that your dashes don't get reset, making it less of a platformer and more of a puzzle. Which cool, spice up the gameplay and all. But when you have to change one of the core gameplay mechanics to do that, I feel like it's going a little overboard, you know? Goes through the entire game. You have to the only reason you can get your dashes back is by collecting the dash crystals or by landing on the ground. Now you can only get them back, and also changing rooms. And I can only get them back by changing rooms and the dash crystals, which is not a great mechanic to play. Luckily, I was able to complete base 8. But when I say that was a difficult one outside of that mechanic, it was a difficult one outside of that mechanic. I was gonna say this. I hadn't completed all the B-sides by the time I did Chapter 8. But oh boy, Chapter 8 rivaled some of the B-sides, like specifically Chapter 4 B-side and Chapter 3 B-side. Now, those definitely aren't the worst. There are B-sides that are harder than it, than base Chapter 8, but the fact that at an A-side, on a chapter that has B-sides, is worse than most of the B-sides is saying a lot. Hello, can I do a carve, please? And it's just kind of infuriating. Every other mechanic feels better than that. But it's a great chapter besides that. And I'm so close. Thanks to the fact that I have 8B unlocked, but not have it done. I'm so close. It's so far to beating every single level in Celeste. As I still have to beat 8B, I still have to beat 9. I have to still beat Core B-side, I still have to beat Farewell, and I have to beat every single C-side in the game. Which, oh boy, they aren't as long as the B-sides.
Everybody in this lobby.
Not anywhere close to the A-sides,
I did.
but they are
Not going away.
much, much more difficult.
Oh, it's not enabled.
But I'm fumbling on
I think the best I could say is multiplying the difficulty of a chapter by Summit B-side, I think would be a great way to say it. Though some C-sides are still easier to complete than Summit B, which just says a lot about how difficult Summit B-side is.
I'm sorry, I got 57 seconds right now.
Honestly.
You're dead. You're dead. Holy frick. I showed him the cloud. Okay, Hafsa, so I see how it is.
Okay, I'm gonna go enable.
Oh, I don't know if this is...
Oh, no.
It will? Okay, cool. I'm pretty sure most of the people you'll see won't even do the wall carve, the ceiling carve there. Okay, wow, I hit a thing on the ceiling, causing me to fall. Totally, it was totally the thing on the ceiling, not my skill issues, trust.
everyone.
Oh yeah, Gorn 2 got an update. Probably gonna be tomorrow, I guess. Yeah, tomorrow I'll upload a new Gorn 2 video, completing the game. Finally, getting proper footage of the first boss's death. Haven't done that yet, honestly. And finally, doing some custom mode. Because yeah, I only checked out custom mode at like a single time.
I just hit my bed.
And it was after I killed the Bone guy. Mr. Scully Bones himself, the immortal Scully. Well, that was a bad attempt. Huh. Pretty sure people are jumping off the sides here to do it. I'm gonna try that. Because it might hopefully let me get that more down more consistently. Also, please back me up on this real quick. One of the teachers at my the wife of one of the teachers at my school eats their mac and cheese with applesauce on it. That's infuriated. And not only the teacher, but also the entire class.
I'm trying to get the time out of the whole thing.
Seriously. Applesauce on the mac and cheese.
Shut up. Like, what are you doing?
Guess I'm not gonna try to do that. Okay, wow. Really just wanted to give me a concussion there. I guess blindness. Oh yeah. Oh yeah, that's the weekly thing. The eyes. Yep, you feel eepy. You feel a little eepy and doze off a little bit when you complete this. Okay, wow. Really wanted me to have that. Okay, yeah, that's working for people. So I guess instead of bouncing up onto this, instead you use that to transfer myself to this. Do that. So just jump off. Okay. Hopefully that shot will actually let me get to the wall. The actual first. Somewhat required. Ceiling carve, as technically it's not required. You can technically do a wall bounce there, but you have to be moving incredibly slow and hit the wall at an incredible angle. So it's probably more consistent just to do the ceiling carve. Honestly, it's probably just more consistent to do the ceiling carve on that one. Oh yeah, kind of just puts me off to the side just fine. Because I get a ton of speed here. You know, I don't think... Okay, never mind, I am making that jump. Okay, cool.
Hey, who can help me with this?
Oh, dang it! Seriously, I cannot ceiling carve with my right hand. I can only do it with my left hand, somewhat. Purely thanks to Weekly 8. Which I still despise, by the way. And it's Weekly 13. And I still think that Weekly 8 was the worst balanced weekly. No, oh dang, I can't move to the left or right. Which sucks. Because I kind of need to do that.
So one of
Meaning I have to slightly jump. I have to jump so very slightly to the left. It's kind of annoying. Dang it. Very infuriating. Slightly infuriating. I forgot if there's more Silk Song news. I don't think so. At least big news. Oh wait, no. Wait, did I talk about this in the video already? But in a screenshot by Nintendo that had to be translated, mind you, because it wasn't like Japanese, I think. Because like it makes sense.
Inside this game because I'm singing this song.
Let's go. Let me do that. Okay. It had a bunch of games in 3 categories. One coming out before June 5th, and not June 5th, June 6th. Coming out after June 6th, in undefined release dates.
Tell me times.
Silk Song was on that, and you might think, oh, it's undefined, but no, it's in the June 6th, after June 6th.
Oh my god, this is
Meaning, Nintendo has the release date. Okay, dang it. Because Nintendo would have to have the release date for them to be able to put that it's coming out after June 6th, which, hype. Still, that kind of just gets rid of early June being a launch title with the Switch 2. That's kind of all that really got rid of, but after a good second of, but especially but thanks to the Games World event that's going to be happening in Australia in September, people already stopped thinking it was going to become a Switch 2 release title, so you know. Didn't really do too much. But hey, that just means that there is a release date. We just don't know it yet. Which is great. Also, I think we have a minute 10, which means we have 70 seconds on this. Which may seem like a lot, but then you gotta remember that in weekly standards, that's pretty long. The second longest one. The one that was previously the longest was the one that they had climb the giant boulder. And you could actively choose it by making a long run that took like half of the entire runtime over the weekly to gain speed. And you could still clear it in like you could still clear it with a pretty large margin of error. So much so that you can do the part that most people struggled with a second time if you screw it up.
Oh dang.
Through here? Touch this one.
They said.
No, I just need to stay on that ceiling, seriously. I should probably start doing it like this, or like this. I don't know.
Okay.
Seriously, any tips for wall curving in the comments would be amazing. Because, you know, not wall, why do I keep always saying wall? Ceiling. Holy. I've watched videos on how to ceiling carve. I've had people tell me how to do a ceiling carve, and I still cannot do it.
Hey, okay. Let the man cook. Not okay. Let the man cook. Not okay. No.
Ooh, wow, whoa there, game. We're gonna cut one of our hands out so we can just slide under. Boom.
I missed that. Are you kidding me?
Okay. Don't even get to touch the ceiling. Got it. Okay, what other games can I talk about while I'm trying to actively not rage at this because I'm failing miserably at at a part that I've done like 50 times. And it's only a small ceiling carve, and I've done bigger ceiling carves before. Like, seriously. I should be able to do this. I just can't. I'm still feeling at the beginning parkour because I'm just bad at the game. Holy. Okay. Wow. Excuse me?
Literally call him the baby.
Okay, keep on trying to press the button and it does not want to get pressed. If I don't stand right rear, if I put my arm out, not even fully extended, the barrier border decides to show up. I will, if I don't stand in this kind of spot, then I am risking hitting a slight overhang. Okay, wow.
I can't figure this part out. I keep getting stuck.
Well, shucks.
Someone help me. Someone please.
Yeah.
No, stop. Now grow.
I'll hit that, and that hurts. I've had to stop recording in the middle of a recording session and wait like wait like an hour before I could go back to recording because I hit the overhang when trying to hit a drift ball. Seriously, that is a danger for me. But what's in front of me, I can't expand it in front of me because there's a wooden table kind of thing in front of me. So I can't expand it behind me or else I'll hit the overhang. I can't expand it in front of me, but that way and that way, because I turned around. Because I'll hit a wooden table. Meaning I can only expand it off to the sides, and I can't even expand it to that way. Well,
First attempt of the day.
Yeah.
First run of the day.
because of the fact that there's a few 3D printers over there, so I can only expand it in that direction.
Oh my god, someone got on my back.
But then I get off the mat that I stand on when recording, so I can't really expand the boundary, which sucks. Even then, that wouldn't really fix the main problem. Expanding it that way wouldn't really solve the main problem, so, you know, no real point.
Can you
Don't.
not?
Oh my god. This is why I like playing in the morning because the logs are literally like dead.
Well, shucks. Oh yeah, I've been playing a lot of Grow a Garden in Roblox.
And then Mbappe and Bellingham and
Got a couple coconut trees, got a lot of cactus, Got a few. Got a lot of apples, including a ginormous one. Got a dragon fruit. Got cacao. Got a couple chilies. I have a few strawberries for night events.
She's blind, she's red.
Good run right now. Wait, I had a good run. My best time is 54 seconds. Yeah, I'm restarting the meeting.
I'm pretty sure I heard someone say a little bit earlier, 10th attempt of the day.
Yeah, no. Fucking shit.
And I'm like, my golly, I've done more than 10 in this recording session. Which, to be fair, this recording session has had all my attempts for the day so far. But still,
I just gotta get there.
10 is not a lot.
Nope, I got fucking slowed.
Hello?
It's just some freaking
Makes us stronger.
I still
Personal
belong.
bubble.
I don't know how you're not even beating it.
I have personal bubble.
I would be beating it if I didn't.
Work is never over.
See, I'll be trying.
Well, what the heck, man.
Fucking fat.
Oh, I remember me and Apophis wanted to do a few skits,
Bro, so nobody can see you.
but they never really came to fruition. Might do more VR chat because, you know.
Oh no.
And I think there might be Apophis calling me because he had to leave for a while. So after this attempt, I'm gonna call it. I'm gonna stop the recording after this attempt, you know? And there it is. Goodbye. There was a lot of long pauses here. Didn't have a lot to yap about. But goodbye.